Ladies and gentlemen, we just landed in the boiling aisles. Please fasten your seatbelt. If you're looking for some valuable knowledge about this world, feel free to enter our library. There, a cute staff of ours will guide you around. If you're looking for some hot witches, look no further. The Owl House has one of the most attractive women written in history living in it. That is, before you get cursed by one of her spells. If you're looking for something else, then I suggest you to take a return trip. Believe me, you don't want to see some of the creatures here, they're disgusting. So the Owl House Season 2 is finally here, and I do have plenty to say about the first 5 episodes. Now I'm gonna get through these pretty quickly, okay? I'm mostly going to talk about my personal feelings about them, maybe touching down on some interesting things about the episodes, so let's do exactly that. This episode mostly serves as a pretty good reintroduction to the show. Here we have Luz essentially becoming a pirate and setting sail through the 7 seas. And by that, I mean bounty hunting this monster, I guess. I like that Luz tried to help Ida after the incidents of the season 1 finale. I also really enjoyed the Lilith-Hootie dynamic in this one, considering that Hootie used to beat the crap out of her. I'm so proud that for once, Hootie has gained a true friend, but the highlight of the episode for me goes to the Golden Guard. He's being someone that I'd like to call a charismatic douche. He's kinda jerky, but the way he acted also reminds me of Bill Cipher, and that's weird to say because King's literally in this show. But yeah, he's pretty fun to watch while it lasted. I can't wait to see more of him in future episodes. Now, things are starting to kick off pretty heavily. We finally reunited with Luz's friends, and even though it did take me a while to get used to Gus's unusually deep voice, it's nice to see them again. And then we have Amity.
Amity Blight, you are in so much trouble.
How is she so damn good in this episode? To simplify how Amity acts in this episode, I'd say it's a combination of the badassery in the Grom and the soft side in Wing It Like Witches. These two are my favorite types of character tropes, and Amity's just like, I'll take both of them to go please. It's so damn satisfying to see her stand up against her parents for once, which are just a pain in the ass, especially the mother. Woo! Take that, parental abuse. Love blossoms on the battlefield once again. Yeah, I get that the Lumity thing overshadows the rest of the episode again. And it's confirmed that I'm terrible at predicting stuff. I wish that Lumity won't be too prominent in season 2. I mean, we already have a gold mine confirmed in episode 5. But I can complain, it's cute. The whole subplot about Ida and Lilith learning glyphs isn't bad either. Overall, a fantastic episode I've been waiting for ever since the Blight parents were revealed. And this episode confirms that Amity will have a lot more to her throughout the season. Oh, and also I can't forget about that part where they captured Hop-Up for research purposes. That was funny. This episode pleasantly surprised me. I'm finally getting those King character moments that season 1 severely lacks in. I actually felt quite a bit of heart for King. The closest people around him had been keeping the secret about his origins for a long time. Of course he wouldn't be pleased. This episode also brings up King's past, and along with the ancient drawings in the ruins, King's origins may contain some hints about what actually happened to the King of Demons, and even as far as Bellows may have something to do with this. Anyways, another good episode with some heartfelt moments, more interesting world building, more theories to discuss about, and more Lilith and Hootie interactions. Oh my god, and baby King, he's so adorable! He's so adorable! To be honest, I think this is the weakest episode in the bunch here. Don't get me wrong, the episode was fine, but the main plot is kinda predictable. Once you got the idea that Lilith was cursed and the warlock guy was a scammer, you pretty much knew what the resolution would be. Also, I don't really like that they wrote Lilith out of the main story after just 4 episodes. This was a big missed opportunity because she had much more potential if she stayed longer. At least let her stay until halfway through the season. Still, Ida's mom is a cool character to watch, and I like the whole improving the parenting arc that she went through here. Another subtle contrast between Ida and Lilith was also shown here. Ida didn't want her mom to bother her with healing her curse, while Lilith just wanted her mom to give a bit more attention to her. I kinda like that. The most interesting part of the episode though is when Ida's mom basically told Luz to be prepared for the next episode in the library. It just made me even more convinced that episode 5 would hit different. But goddamn, I still can't believe that after all this time, the theories what creepy Luz was kind of confirmed, but I can't shake off this weird, literally faceless expression in this shot. Like, what happened? Did Gohu just steal her face and this is what she looked like now? It's possible. When I watched this episode at first, I thought, oh man, this might just be the best episode in the bunch. I really liked it the first time I've seen it. But after revisiting it, I'm slightly colder towards this episode. For one, there are two disjointed plots on this thing that are equally significant. The first one is about Gus trying to blend in with some kids from Glenda's High, including Bartholomew. And the second one is about Luz and Amity sneaking into the dark side of the library to gather some information about the human in the Boiling Isles. And this is where the problem starts. The plots between both of them are not balanced enough. I think Gus receives a bit more screen time than Luz or Amity here. Don't get me wrong, I actually like that Gus gets his own episode he deserves. He also kind of gets along well with Bartholomew at the end. However, his plot kind of drags on a bit. They could have cut a few scenes out and things wouldn't change much. The Lumity plot, yes, I'm calling it that, on the other hand, needed a few extra scenes and should have been the center of the episode. It's much more significant to show us how the show will go from here. They missed the opportunity to animate the part where Luz tried to reclaim Amity's staff card back. It would have made the ending scene more impactful. Still, at least Gus finally has its shining moments while kicking this girl's ass who the fandom used to love. And who told Amity to change her hair color to match Luz's outfit? I'm just stunned by how Amity acts here. Is just I can't do this. She admitted that she has changed a lot ever since Luz came to her life. The episode is basically just a big billboard saying that Amity has said goodbye to her old self and started anew. She dyed her hair purple to symbolize that she was brave enough to move forward, all thanks to Luz. She doesn't care about how her parents would react to this because she decides her own path now. And then out of nowhere, Luz cried. Luz Noceda, the most optimistic and the most forward-looking character in the entire series, cried. My eyes were deceiving me. She was unaccepted back on Earth, but there, someone loved her for liberating her out of the misery she used to live in. You can tell that happened because God, I've never seen so many Illumity blushes in one episode. I love a lot of scenes from this plot. The part where Luz meets the Blight twins again, the part where Luz said that she would take Amity around her world, the part where the twins, at least Amira, genuinely cared for Amity's unusual feelings, and the kiss at the end that really seals the deal. They are so cute together, I swear to God. Am I starting to sound like a hardcore Lumity shipper? But who am I to blame? Whenever Amity pops up in an episode, it's like boom, an instant classic. The scene where they revealed the first human is also cool. Also, have I said that the lighting is gorgeous here? So even though I love big chunks of this episode, there are things that weigh down its full potential. I wish things are more balanced out a little bit. If only the crew rewrote the episode, I'm sure it would be at the level of an enchanting Grom Fright. And there you have it folks, the first 5 episodes of the Owl House Season 2. I gotta say the show is off to a strong start. I hope it keeps gaining momentum from here and makes things more interesting. Here's the ranking of the episodes if you're curious. Keep in mind, even the weakest episode here is still pretty fun to watch. What do you think about my rankings? Do you disagree? You can leave your opinions in the comments if you want. Okay, my job is done here. I need to go back to the plane. It seemed like 99% of the passengers are taking the return trip. Mainly because of this kid.